In this video, we'll use an exercise band to take our shoulders through simple mobility exercises. I find these really effective in loosening up the shoulders and scapulae. So these are shoulder dislocates, where you keep the band spread wide apart and you take your shoulders up over your head and behind you. You can do this slowly and try to maintain a bit of tension in the band. If a wide grip is really easy for you, you can always bring your hands a little closer to each other. But I definitely recommend starting with a very wide grip. And here we'll do one arm at a time. So to take one arm up, above, and behind the head, and then to allow the other arm to come back and forth. Again, you want to try to maintain some tension in the exercise band through this entire range. The bit of tension helps the shoulder joints develop proprioception as they become more mobile. And just a side view here. So at this point, I typically take a band and affix it to a point behind me, and then hold the band with both hands high above my head, and then I do tiny pulses forward and back, usually do about 10 of these, letting the band take my arms as far back as is comfortable for my shoulders. And then I move to tricep push-ups. It's basically allowing the elbows to flex so that the hands approach the upper back, and then extending the hands upward, which involves contraction of the triceps. This is good for both the shoulders and the elbow joints. And again, I aim to do about 10 of these. And finally, I move on to doing things unilaterally, where I hold the band with one hand and allow the band to pull my shoulder back while it's abducted and externally rotated. So almost like I'm trying to scratch my back. And then with some tension on the band, I take my shoulder and elbow through very tiny pulses as shown here. As you feel comfortable, you can move further away from your fixed point to put a little more tension on the shoulder joint as you go through these tiny pulses. It's not a conventional exercise, but it's one that I wanted to try just intuitively probably about a year ago, and I've been including this in my routine ever since because I find it's very effective in opening up my shoulders. So it's like you're putting your hand in a position where you're scratching your back with the back scratcher while holding the band with some tension, and then taking your hand, elbow, entire arm through tiny little pulses in this position. And you can always finish off with the forward pulses and also the tricep push-ups. If you have any questions at all on this routine, please feel free to use the comment section below. I hope that you find it helpful and you can do this every day. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more suggestions on how to improve your mobility and health. And for our most recent self-care suggestions, please use the link here to subscribe to our newsletter. All of this helps us produce more useful content. Thank you and see you again soon.